sabrosatea.com. How you doing today? In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about our Thanksgiving pie inspired tea. Is it too early for you to talk about Thanksgiving pie? Not this girl. Absolutely love pie. I will drink this tea all year. This is definitely one of my favorite collections. Who's going to bake this year? Are you really baking? I gave up baking quite some time ago. I'd rather have my tea flavor in a cup and skip the baking. Too many hours. Steeping up a cup of tea though, friends, doesn't take long at all. Friends, my name is Joy. I'm the owner of Sub Rosa Tea, and we're a small company based in Northern Ohio, and we will ship anywhere in the United States. We have over 100 flavors of loose leaf tea. We sell them all on our website, sabrosatea.com, and also on our mobile shopping app. You can go to your favorite app store, search for Sub Rosa Tea, which is 3 words, 2 spaces in the middle. The app is free to download. You're going to find that I'm live Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the website, the app, and on Facebook. However, scheduling note, I won't be live next weekend. Next weekend, there's travel involved, and I just can't possibly make sure that I'm going to be on time. So maybe we should do a replay. What do you guys want to see? I have like 300 videos in my arsenal. I've done an awful lot of videos over the time, friends. What should I replay? Miss Bernita, hey, thanks for watching. Bernita, do you have a favorite Thanksgiving pie? So this collection we have had for a couple of years now, and we've got new flavors of Thanksgiving pie in this year's collection. That always makes me happy. I also wanted to mention, friends, if Thanksgiving pie inspired tea is not for you, that's super cool. We do have very traditional teas. We sell them on our website on a page called Loose Leaf Tea, and there's a drop down to that. So you can find black teas, green teas, caffeine-free teas. You can find them listed as their base by the caffeine content. You can also use the search bar on both our website and our mobile shopping app. If you've got a favorite ingredient like raspberry or chocolate or cinnamon, you can always do a search for that to find your favorite flavor. I know it can be overwhelming. We have an awful lot of flavors right now. But this particular collection, if you've been paying attention, Thanksgiving pies, it's limited edition. It is a very short run, a very limited edition, mostly because we're a really small company. We aren't a big company. We don't have machines and manufacturing lines. We can do short runs. We can do really fun things like themed teas. Right now, friends, we have 13 Tea of Halloween in the limited edition collection. That's a whole nother web page or web tab if you're on the mobile shopping app. The limited edition teas are only around for a short period of time. Our apple orchard and our pumpkin patch teas, they're going to be around probably through Christmas, maybe even January, because they're very popular. But the 13 Tea of Halloween, super short, like literally the week into November, they will be discontinued. So if any of those interest you, do grab them sooner than later. Make sure you give them a try and definitely restock. Also wanted to do a programming note. Again, not going to be live next Sunday. Happy to do a replay though. I can schedule a replay on Facebook if you want to watch something in particular. Do you have any questions? I've got one. What's this hat called? Anybody know? Anybody watching live who knows what this hat, this white hat, is called? It actually has a name. It does. It really does. I am wearing it to stop the scroll. I have friends, personal friends, who think I like to dress up in costume. I don't know that I do, but I will do anything to make sure you know exactly what the theme is of the video that you're watching, and so you stop the scroll. I happen to love this hat. I think it's really comfortable. It's fun, but it is weird. It does very tall things. It does sideways things. It does crooked things. It is a weird hat, but it sure is comfortable. I don't know the point of it. I've got all this side hair. It's not really keeping hair out of any food that I was preparing if I was actually a chef. I'm just doing a video though. So I'm going to look cute instead. Bernita says coconut custard pie. I totally agree. That is a really good one. I don't know that I've ever had that pie at Thanksgiving time, so I'm kind of jealous if that is the pie that you typically had. I like that pie very much. Definitely good answer. Also wanted to make sure that you know, literally a few more days. There are only a few more days, friends, that we are doing the pre-order for the Advent calendar, which is a countdown to Christmas. So please order quickly, order now, order right now. We have 2 options on that. It is $25 bags of our loose leaf tea. Each bag is going to make you 2 servings, which is enough for 16 ounces. And you have 2 choices. You have a gourmet mix. So you're going to get black teas, oolongs, green teas, white teas, caffeine-free teas in the gourmet mix. We also have a completely caffeine-free option. So for those of you who absolutely do no caffeine whatsoever, you are welcome to partake in that. This is probably the first year that you guys have surprised me. A lot of you have bought one of each. I think that's really cool. That's really super fun. I can't wait to see how many orders come in that way. Some years we sell so many of these, and sometimes we sell less than so many of them. So pre-order is the way to go. Again, we're a small company. We're going to bag up that tea very, very fresh after all the pre-orders are in. We are going to try to ship that out to you within the first 2 weeks in November because I've talked to you. I've talked to my customers because why? We're a small company. Yes, 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 we do. So we have talked to so many of you, and we know that you're going to see your friends and your family on Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving holiday, and that's when you're going to give them their countdown to Christmas, and then you're going to go your separate ways, and you're both going to drink down your countdown separately. Like if you live in different households or different states, you might see each other on Thanksgiving, and maybe it's an every other year thing, so you're not going to see each other for Christmas, but you get to enjoy that tea with your loved one for 25 days. I think that is so fun. I love that you guys do that. Oh, one more thing. I didn't put it in the queue because I'm not going to talk about it today, but our hot cocoa is on the website now, and of course on the mobile shopping app. So we have 5 flavors of hot chocolate this year, but they are different than the ones we have sold before. They're better. What can I say? They're better. I was inspired. So they are better. They're more interesting, more unique than your boring old cup of hot cocoa. And we also have 4 flavors and one that's completely sugar-free. I live a sugar-free lifestyle, so I love that a lot. And I do so many things with my Dutch processed hot cocoa. So I do hope that some of them will inspire you. But again, friends, if you're thinking about the advent calendar, please get it soon. Pre-order it very soon. First up, friends, let's talk about the Thanksgiving pies. Again, friends, I see lots of you watching. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Unless you comment, though, I can't see who is watching. It's okay with me if you are shy. Sometimes I do ask questions, but most of the time I am just talking because I'm trying to talk as fast as I possibly can so you don't get bored and I get out all the details. So here at Sub Rosa Tea, we only sell loose leaf tea. If you can't see my countertop, it's possible that you're watching on the replay and it's been cut off depending on the format and what version you're watching. I will say it's all loose leaf tea. So we sell the tea in 3 sizes. We sell the bundles in 2 sizes. So the try me size is going to make you about 6 to 8 cups. That's a ½ ounce. And the value size is 2 ounces. So that's going to make you about 20 to 24 cups of our loose leaf tea. The bundle is where you can save the most money. If you love a good theme, if you love saving money, do get the bundle. But yes, all of these teas, I'm going to talk about them individually. They are for sale individually in 3 sizes. So the try me size, the value size, and the 8-ounce bulk size. 8 ounce will make you approximately 100 servings. In the videos, I do not typically say the price of anything, and I also don't list every single one of the ingredients. That is because I'm doing a live video, which they are interactive if you're watching on the right format. So they're not interactive on Facebook or on the replay on Instagram or YouTube. However, if you're watching live on our website or the replay on our website, there is a page called Live Video Shopping. So if you're one of those social media platforms, come on over to the website, which again is subrosatea.com. Find the page called Live Video Shopping. You can watch the replays of any of the videos that you choose to do so, and you're going to see that I move the queue. So if anything interests you while I am talking about it, you can easily tap it and put it into your cart. Again, that is not an obligation to buy, but as I am talking, you might want to put things into your cart, and you can always go back and read the ingredients later. Some people, other live video shopping formats make your carts expire in 30 minutes. We do not do that. We used to do that years ago, but we have upgraded our system. So now you can just put things into your cart and then think about it. Because again, if you've been paying attention, I do videos every week, which means there are more teas to talk about every single week out of the year. So like I said, I'm not going to talk about the cocoa today, but we are introducing it now and early because I know a lot of you want these Thanksgiving pies, inspired teas, and also because I'm not doing a video next week. First up, friends, let's talk about the black tea. Oh, should we? Yeah, let's talk about the black tea first. Chocolate bourbon pecan pie. I love a pecan pie. I really do. But once I'd had chocolate bourbon pecan pie, I don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying? I need that chocolate in there. Yes, I do. Friends, this is a black tea, but it's also blended with rooibos. If you're not familiar with that, black tea has around 60 milligrams of caffeine per 8-ounce cup. Red rooibos tea, rooibos is the name of the plant. It grows in South Africa. It's kind of a funny word, but it's known to be good for headaches, inflammation, and insomnia. Now, if that is listed as the very first ingredient in our blend, most likely that whole entire blend is caffeine-free. But here, this is a black tea blended with rooibos. It gives it a really interesting depth of flavor, which I don't know about you, but that is pie for me. Pie always has a lot of depth of flavor. You've got your chocolate sauce, you've got your pecans and your sweetness, and of course, naturally a crust. There is a lot going on, and there's a lot going on in this tea as well. But again, this is a blend. It's not just straight black tea. So black tea, again, having around 60 milligrams of caffeine. This blend is going to be a little less at around 50 because that rooibos is such a predominant ingredient in this particular blend. This is definitely one of those things, a chocolate bourbon pecan pie. I would love this as a latte if I were you. Definitely think about doing that. You're going to steep your tea in 1 cup. You're going to steam your milk in another vessel. And when the two are ready, you're going to marry them together. A delicious latte. Hey there, Miss Doris. Doris says she loves my outfit. I appreciate that. I was thinking, Doris, that my apron is a little too busy for my backdrop. And then I was thinking, no, I think my backdrop is too busy for my gorgeous new apron. That's what I was thinking. It's got beautiful fall leaves on it, and I love it. Next up, let's talk about that oolong tea. If you are not familiar, oolong tea has less caffeine than a black tea. It is nice and smooth. It is definitely one of my favorites as an iced tea. Okay, who's living where? Friends, I live in Northern Ohio. Thanksgiving for us, historically, it's cold. It is. I'm thinking hot tea. I'm thinking hot tea all day long. Do you drink iced tea all year? Are you drinking iced tea on Thanksgiving? Those of you in a warmer climate, I totally get it. I've got friends who live in the South, and they are doing charcuterie by the pool on Thanksgiving. I'm like, that is so different than my life. But this is going to be a really fun one, whether you like it hot or cold. This is, again, pumpkin pie cheesecake. And now I know you're thinking Thanksgiving pies. Of course, pumpkin pie would be #1 on the list. It is, but so is cheesecake. So I had to kind of blend them together. I never do anything boring or basic, do I? No, I don't. I don't in real life either. I haven't made a pumpkin pie in forever because you can mix it with cheesecake and it makes it really fabulous. So anyway, friends, this is an oolong tea, so less caffeine than a black, around 40 milligrams of caffeine per 8-ounce cup. This has those really nice and smooth pumpkin pie spices in the background, but it also has delicious caramel and cream notes. Wait until you try it. This is definitely one of our best-selling teas. For those of you that didn't know, we have an entire pumpkin patch inspired collection. Those are 6 teas, pumpkin based, of course. So in this collection, just one, but this pumpkin cheesecake is unique to Thanksgiving pie themed bundle, and it is not in the pumpkin patch. Let's talk about the green teas. First up, lemon meringue pie. Lemon meringue pie. Friends, we have had this tea before. We carry it all year because it really is that popular. This is a green tea. This particular collection, 1 black, 1 oolong, 2 green, and 2 caffeine-free. Lemon meringue, nice and smooth and sweet. It is so delicious. I love green tea. Keep in mind though, friends, green tea should not taste grassy, okay? Make sure you are using the right temperature of water so you're not over steeping those tea leaves. If the water is too hot, it can bruise the tea leaves and it can get bitter or grassy, and that is not the intention of green tea. So if you want iced tea, do steep those tea leaves right in cold water in the fridge. If you want hot tea, I recommend 165. We do sell electric programmable kettles. They are fabulous. They will get your water hotter than a microwave or stovetop, and you can be precise. My taste buds are picky. Lemon meringue, think sweet lemon and vanilla. This is a tea that absolutely is strong enough for tea time, but mild enough that you could totally drink it with a meal. Think about it. There are an awful lot of meals that a good lemon tea in the background would be perfect. This is the one you should have in your cupboard. We've got a new tea to tell you about. Auntie M's homemade apple pie. Auntie M. Doesn't everyone have an Auntie M? I sure did. Yes, I did. I had that one aunt in our family. Both my, all four of my biological grandparents had a ton of siblings. So I had a lot of great aunties, and oh, did they know how to bake. A homemade apple pie is so special. Am I right? Wait until you try this tea. We've had a lot of teas that have an apple base or even a crisp apple taste. This one's fun. This one's really different. So this tea does have currants in it, which I have found to really bring out the sweet appleness of it. And of course, the type of green tea that I used for the base very specifically lends itself to pie tasting tea. Again, friends, whether it's hot or cold, this is perfect. Again, I have to tell you that we do have an apple orchard inspired tea collection. And in the apple orchard collection, we have two teas that are apple based but don't have any spice to them. So if you have an allergy to cinnamon or you just don't like spiced teas, definitely check out those. If you really lean in to apple, I'm thinking autumn. This is like beautiful fall weather. I love all the apple teas. Do we have room for one more? Yes, yes, we do. And I got to tell you, Auntie M's homemade apple pie definitely belongs in this collection. I cannot wait until you try it. It's new this year. We've got two more to tell you about. Oh, that reminds me, friends, mulling spice is now updated in the website. We've had it for a while now, but it is really a popular blend for us, and it had been out of stock. We've got it back. I worked all weekend, so don't worry. The mulling spice is available in 2 sizes, and I bring that up because it's that time of year, right? A lot of us like it. Mulling spice, friends, you can definitely drink it as tea. You can add it to a berry tea, perhaps. You could add it to cider, wine, whatever. Just put it on the pot, on the stove to make your house smell fabulous. Mulling spice back in stock. Back to the Thanksgiving pies. Friends, this is butterscotch pie tea. Butterscotch. When I did research years ago, I was trying to make sure that I had a well-rounded collection for my audience. I looked up, of course, I've done it every year, the top most popular pies for Thanksgiving, which, as you can imagine, it is quite regional, depends on where you live. But butterscotch pie is very, very popular. So our butterscotch pie tea is a blend of both green and red rooibos teas. So completely caffeine free. It is nice and sweet because of the butterscotch, but we've also used caramel. So you're going to see that the notes are very predominant, sweet, flavorful. I have used peanuts in this particular flavor because, again, that's traditional with the recipe. So butterscotch pie tea, perfect dessert tea, really satisfies your taste buds. And I wouldn't say it's a salty tea, but there is something about the fact that I don't really think I have a sweet tooth, but I could almost tell you I have a salt tooth. And this tea does actually satisfy that. And that makes me really, really happy. It is very craveable. Next up, friends, we've got another new tea. Another one. This is rhubarb strawberry pie, and it's caffeine free. rhubarb strawberry pie. That is almost funny to say, and I'll tell you why I'm saying it that way. For years, in this particular collection, we did have a tea called strawberry rhubarb pie. The strawberry rhubarb pie was a black tea. We can no longer get the majority of the ingredients. It is out of my control, but I know you guys love rhubarb, and I know you love strawberry, and I think it's really fun to work with. And of course, it's extremely popular for Thanksgiving. The real pie is very popular. So I wanted to do something, but I wanted to make sure everybody knows this is a new recipe for the year 2025. And it's completely caffeine free. So it really doesn't use any of the same ingredients as the one that we've sold previously, but it does have really great flavors. So I do hope that you will give it a try. Again, a caffeine free tea that is perfect for dessert. Those of you with a sweet tooth, no need to indulge in pies when you've got teas that have no sugar, no carbs, and no calories. The two that are caffeine free, I highly recommend steeping up hot. Go ahead and steep them up hot. Use boiling water. Steep them 5 to 8 minutes. You can walk away. You will not oversteep it, and it will get more flavorful for you. And I definitely hope that you enjoy the teas. Again, friends, these Thanksgiving pie inspired teas are available now, but only for a limited time on the limited edition page on both our website and on our mobile shopping app. If you like shopping by collection, I highly recommend that when you download our app, you are using the shop button. That's how all the teas are filtered. And we love that you guys kind of think of them as different themes and collections because it's so fun for us. And we just think tea time should be fun time. So I want to say thank you, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I will miss you next week. But of course, November 2nd is the first Sunday in November, and we will be launching our 12 days of Christmas tea at that time. Thank you so much, friends. No matter what you do with the rest of your day, I hope you have yourself a cup of tea and take care of you. Bye-bye, friends.